We continue our synopsis of the Apocalypse. In the third novena, we have seen the foundation of the universe in the angelic orders, and the universe's capacity to receive the incarnated Word of God. In the seventh novena, we saw the completion of the Christian era in the universal judgment described as a harvest and vintage. Between the third and seventh novena, 3 novenas give us guidance explaining how to understand what is really going on behind the appearances of our daily lives and behind the scenes of history. And when we understand that, we can deal with it wisely. First, we see in the fourth novena, covering chapters 5, 6 and 7, what kind of victory is being offered to us by God. It is the victory over the sequels of sin, giving us a share in divine glory as a reward for our commitment. After that, the fifth and sixth novenas unmask 2 attacks on us, aiming at the destruction of our part in God's triumph and at the weakening of our share in divine glory. The first attack, shown in the fifth novena, covering chapters 8, 9, 10 and 11, is against those who listen to the voice of Christ, who is King of Truth. Its goal is to destroy respect for the truth and to destroy our longing for justice. By lies, denials and contradictions, it can be called the satanic attack. The second attack is shown in the sixth novena, which covers chapters 12 and 13. Instead of satanic or diabolic, it is rather Luciferian. It goes beyond an attack against the truth. It is aimed at counterfeiting womanhood and fertility, and is inspired by a cold contempt of Our Lady's divine motherhood. The tactics of this Luciferian attack consist in imitating divine gifts of mercy. These imitations then trap man in deceitful ideas and paradigms, leading him to claim redemption for himself. Now let's take a close look at the fourth novena. This novena unveils the mystery of predestination. In the light of the seraphim, we see a sealed scroll in the hand of God sitting on the throne. There are secrets that even the highest angels ignore. These are exclusive secrets of divine wisdom. Yet, because they are written, it is clear that they are meant to be revealed and be totally entrusted to man. In eternal wisdom, such exclusivity cannot have but eternal love for its cause. An exclusive love that surpasses even God's love for the angels. Next, in the light of the cherubim, we see the Lamb, the exclusive Redeemer. He himself is God's greatest secret. As we descend now in the order of angels, the Lamb opens the 7 seals, explaining to us what share in his victory is being offered to us. The first seal reveals, in the light of the angelic thrones, a rider on a white horse who represents how the victory of Christ is accomplished passionately but with light weaponry, which is the gospel of truth and mercy. By opening the following 3 seals, the consequences of sin are unveiled. Man can overcome these with Christ. In the second seal, by the light of the lordships, the red horseman reveals superbia, which is the inordinate and unrealistic self-esteem at the origin of all sins. In the third seal, by the light of the angelic forces, the black horse reveals vainglory, which is the medium that is most propitious for the transmission of sin. The green horse in the fourth seal reveals, in the light of the powers, how decay is the eventual consequence of all sins, in chaos, hunger, death, or in man being devoured by his own disordered passions. So it is the 3 orders of the middle hierarchy that shed light on these three main consequences of sin. Through the realms of this second hierarchy between heaven and earth, the soul travels out of the world towards God, either during his life while growing in sainthood, or in purgatory by the purifying prayers of the faithful. The next three seals are opened in the light of the third hierarchy of angels and unveil how the sharing in God's triumphant glory is signified by new robes. Thus, when the fifth seal is opened in the light of the angelic chiefs, we see robes of patience being granted to martyrs who demand universal justice. The light of the archangels sheds light on an amazing triptych at the opening of the sixth seal. Its first panel shows ultimate nakedness in a terminal anguish. The third panel shows an innumerable crowd in robes of victory after the great persecution. This innumerability should temper our presumption of understanding the mystery of predestination. The middle panel shows the justified flesh of redemption, which is to be decorated by the new robes of glory. In fact, this panel, featuring 9 angels and 12 patriarchates, represents the birth of the Church on Golgotha, by the sacrifice of the Lord and in the Immaculate Heart of Our Lady. The 12 patriarchates represent the 12 witnesses on Golgotha, who form like the embryo of the Church. In its presence, the angels renewed their ministry as the world entered into the final hour, the dominion of man. Finally, the silence of the seventh seal deepens the mystery of predestination. Predestination is more about what we cannot understand than what we can understand, more about what we cannot say than about what we can say. Predestination is above all a mystery of unknowing. It is more important to worry about keeping alive our faith by good works and that we have confidence in the truth itself. Thus we shall be accountable Christians amidst the coming attacks on truth and mercy. Next time we will survey the 5th novena with the 7 trumpets. This is an announcement of all the good people that are cooperating to get this affiliate of EWTN off the ground. It would help us enormously if you tickle the mighty monster of social media by clicking that you like this video, of course if you really like it, or becoming a member of the YouTube channel or becoming a follower on our Facebook page. It would help us. And it would also speeden up the development of this affiliate. And of course, if all goes well, you will see many more people on this channel, not just me.